Hello there and welcome to episode 16 of Walking the Chao Phraya River. So I am in Nonthaburi. This is the province northwest of Bangkok with a small population of about 1.1 million. But don't let the size bother you guys, it's still full of plenty of local charm. So I finished the last video at Riverine Place over there if you watched the video. If not, you can check out the playlist at the end of the video if you're interested. And I'm on the west bank of the river this time, and I'm just going to walk up to this bridge over here, Rama 5 Bridge, and then I'm going to cross back over onto the east bank of the river. So at the moment I'm at Wat Kien Pier. There'll be no surprise there's absolutely no one alight in here except me. I thought I'd come over here and check this one out and just show you this little temple. Even though I'm just 5 minutes out of Bangkok on the boat, you can see the difference, particularly on this side here. If you look at this, no high rises to be seen. So this temple is certainly not what you consider a typical Wat in Thailand. This is a Chinese Hokkien shrine constructed at the end of the 18th century by Chinese Hokkien immigrants under the reign of King Taksin. So you obviously can see the difference. It's very subdued. There's not many big buildings here. And it's a shame it's largely gone to kind of disrepair, I think. This is actually one of the oldest Chinese temples in the area. Really quiet, very residential. There are a few places around on the map that look like kind of restaurants and cafes, but again, they look like more community ones. You'll find this sometimes when you're getting out of Bangkok. If you're looking on the map, you'll have like the restaurant sign, but it'll be just basically someone's house, and it will be a restaurant, but it's more for like the community. So it looks like this is the way. Really interesting, you know, getting inside these like small communities. You feel like you're a million miles outside of Bangkok walking around these places. So I can see at the top of this small soi here, it looks like there's some sort of noodle place here, so maybe I can get some breakfast from this one. Looks like a nice spot for breakfast. Take a look at this one. Go for these boat noodles here. You've got the wide senyai, big fat noodles, which I absolutely love. In this you've got like coriander, some basil here, bean sprouts, a couple of fish balls. Let's try the broth. Yeah, that's delicious, that one. Let's make it a bit more spicy. So it's a bit windy, so I've managed to spread mostly dried chilli on myself. Just added some dried chilli and some chilli vinegar here. This is great, I love this bowl here. I think if you're going for like this kind of dish, I'd always recommend going for like the wide noodles, just because they seem to like absorb like lots of the broth. So once they've been soaking the broth, the taste is like amazing, really good. But yeah, really nice dish. What about this for a view too? Yeah, I could really describe this dish as like Thai comfort food. You know, you'll find this kind of boat noodles absolutely everywhere. Thailand, like a nice fast meal. Oh, that's a great breakfast, great start to the day. So all at the cost of about £1.20, or in the US is about £1.60. Yeah, amazing breakfast. So back I go over to the east bank across this bridge here. Let's go. So that restaurant was called Rim Nam, which translates to by the water. Links is always in the description, guys. I'll always put the links for the major kind of things I do on videos in the description underneath. If there's something that you see on the video that I've not put the link for, just drop me a comment and I'll add the link after. So I'm just on this really nice little path here that kind of follows the river, and up till now, it's difficult to kind of find these kind of walkways where you get through. A lot of the time, you know, you get stopped and you have to kind of come back on yourself and go like to a main road to get down. But this is a great thing when you're coming out of Bangkok, you can walk around here and there's a lot of small restaurants and houses, beautiful houses, just on the river here. Very cool. I'm just looking for a place around here called Chaophraya Antique Café. And the reason why I've come here is it was on the news. It made international news years ago, I think 2021 or something, when there was some flooding in Bangkok. And yeah, they kind of just opened it all up and people still came there. And there's everyone having their dinner and stuff, like, you know, knee deep in water. I think it could be this one. Oh yeah, my eyesight's terrible. It takes me a long time to see. Let's take a look at this one. It's open at 11 o'clock till 8. So the lady was saying to me, even now, if you can see the boats just going past here, the waves come and all the water comes here. So you can imagine what it's like when it's flooding. Yeah, so when I saw it in the news, there's people just having dinner and stuff and they're just like knee deep here, the water's up here and still carrying on. Brilliant. Getting a bit of splashback already. See how much of this ends up in my coffee. So that was Chaophraya Antique Café, and yeah, great stop on Riverside there. Price wise, a little bit high, but I think because obviously they've had the international fame, and fair play to them, continuing working and serving through the floods. I mean, I popped some stuff up on the screen now about like what they were doing and stuff and how they were serving. So fair play to them, they deserve what they get. So I'm right at Nonthaburi Pier now, and this is the heart of central Nonthaburi. And it's really exciting because this is the first time I've actually been here before. I stayed in Nonthaburi, but I stayed like a bit further north up the river, and I never used to come here because the problem with this area, apart from the boat, is there's crap access in terms of MRT, there's no BTS or anything nearby. You're probably talking, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes drive probably to get to the nearest MRT from here, so maybe even longer actually. So there's quite a lot to see, and you've just got, behind me here, you've just got the clock tower, and in the last video I was coming across from Bangkok to Nonthaburi and there was a sign and there was like a building on the sign and I was wondering what it is, and I think it could be this is Nonthaburi Museum, so I think this might be the first place I'm going to take a look at here. So yeah, nice, it looks cool. This part reminds me of like, you know, like old style, like seaside, like promenade. I love coming to these places. Check out the front of the building here, or facade, if you must. So if you want to come here, guys, opening times 9 till 5, and on, I think this is weekend and holidays 10 till 6. No photograph. Right, well. You'll have to hear me describe it afterwards. The museum's separated into 2 floors. On the ground floor, it's kind of talks about like the durian kind of history and the production in Nonthaburi. And durians in Nonthaburi are known to be like the best. Again, you can see it on the sign coming in like this. And the second level, it's all about the clay pots. It's all about like the pottery making on Kokret, which is like a small island north of here, also in the Nonthaburi province. So, I mean, for me, I'm not getting that excited when I see a lot of clay pots, but understandably it's one of the main industries here, so yeah, but the second level is just all clay pots. It's quite like educational, so if you're interested on learning about Nonthaburi, there's not so many artifacts in there, except the clay pots on display. But there's some like models of the old buildings and the city as well on the ground floor. So free to visit, you just need to sign in the register at the bottom. Very small, I mean you won't be in long. If you were visiting this museum, you're probably going to be, I don't know, 30 minutes maximum. But really for me, I'd come here just to look at the building itself, because next to the museum there's a school in the same style, which is also very beautiful. So it's all about the building really. So let's just take a look at the clock tower. So here is the Nonthaburi Clock Tower, built in 1957, and it's over 17 meters tall. So it was built as a place to have a public timekeeping device in order to improve punctuality. And at the top they've got like a rooster statue here. That could be because the rooster is like the start of the day, the rooster's call. Or in like kind of the Chinese zodiac, the rooster is known for like reliability and diligence, like, so this again could be associated with timekeeping, I'm not sure. So in this part here, you've got a few places to eat, a few cafes here, so if you are here, you've got like the standards like, you know, Amazon and Seven and that, but there's also a few smaller places, a place doing nice isam through like these big lard balls look delicious, I might get some of them later. Also, there's a few other cafes here, so if you are coming off the boat, you can grab something to eat or drink here. Just further up, you've got Nonthaburi City Hall, and you can see it's in the same style as the museum. So again, I'm not sure, that photo that I saw in my last video, I don't know whether it's the museum or it could be the City Hall. But again, beautiful buildings. Just behind this is the Natural History Museum. So here is a history museum, but unfortunately it's all closed. I don't really know why. The opening time says 8:30 till 4:30, so I don't really know why it's closed, so let's find someone else to go. So one very interesting site in Nonthaburi, as soon as you come off the pier, you just take a left and you'll see this Bangkok prison. This is also known as the Bangkok Hilton. I'm going to talk about this more in the next video because I'm going to be heading alongside it here, but this is a massive prison, maybe 4,000 I think inmates, maybe nearly 5,000. I think there's a bit of overcrowding actually, but I'll feature that in the next video. You can just see over there the guard tower in the distance. The river's kind of just behind me on this side, so I think what we'll do is we'll explore a bit of Nonthaburi. There's a fresh market there, we'll take a look there and have a look at the town itself, because like I'm always talking about, if you're looking to kind of come to Thailand to live, these kind of places are ideal if you don't like a big city life. You know, you still got pretty good access to Bangkok. You'll be in Bangkok, like it took me about an hour to get up here on the boat. If you're closer to one of the Nonthaburi metros, that might be like 40 minutes to get into Central. So if you are wanting like the quiet life, or you like kind of being close to a big city but not in a big city, Nonthaburi is a beautiful province. I've really enjoyed walking around this morning, the back streets around here. And of course, you're going to be having a much lower cost of living out here. Just coming towards the fresh market now. Absolutely tons of stalls outside. Loads of fruit here. It's actually quite big inside. Goes quite deep. I'm sort of a little bit hungry, but I don't think I'm hungry enough for a full meal. Usually there's lots of good restaurants around these wet markets, so I'm keeping my eyes peeled for something. Just treated myself to 5 pairs of socks for 50 baht. What a bargain. Check this out here, guys. This is how you cook meat. No messing around here. Oh, I've just been walking for such a long time down the road. I got a bit sidetracked and I've come so far down. I found this place, The Mill. So I'm gonna have a look here because they've got like a lunch deal for 89 baht and maybe get a beer too. It looks like the kind of establishment. We've got beer lager on here. So yeah, this is it here. Look at this, easy lunch 89. I could do a bit of AC now because it's quite hot too. Let's have a look. So that was The Mill. I like the place, nice kind of modern bar, cafe. You get like a lunch deal, 89, not bad for that kind of place. Had a sing for 70. Yeah, pretty good. Quite liked it inside. It looks like a little bit like it could be like a bit of an expat hangout around here actually, because it's close to the MRT line. So on that note, I will bid you farewell. Thank you for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to drop me any comments in the comment section. Have a great week and I will see you next time. Goodbye.